Welcome to Coffee Millionaires, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 4 p.m. This is Audrey's real, unfiltered journey to becoming a coffee millionaire. The wins, the lessons, and the latte-sized leaps of faith. If you're craving freedom, community, and a business that smells like fresh opportunity, you're in the right cafe. Pull up a mug, take a sip, and let's build wealth one cup at a time. Ready to join Audrey and become a coffee millionaire yourself? Let's brew it.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Audrey Bell Kearney. I am the future coffee millionaire. So glad you guys are here today. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time to this channel, I am Audrey. I'm here. I'm going to be talking about my journey and what you can do to follow me and partner with me to become a coffee millionaire. So a little bit about who I am. I'm going to pop up a PowerPoint. So we can kind of go through a little about who I am and what I do, and how did I get to this point in my life where I decided I want to be a coffee millionaire. So let's go. All right. So again, my name is Audrey Bell Kearney. I've been an entrepreneur for 28 years. I'm an inventor, author, all that good stuff. But here's the thing: you didn't stop by this. You didn't stop by today to find out about all of that stuff about me. What you want to know is about this coffee millionaire thing. So, and I want to tell you that. So, I'm the host of a show called Good Morning Gwinnett. It's a podcast here in Gwinnett County, and I was looking for a product to promote on my show, and I specifically was looking for coffee or a morning beer or a morning hot hard seltzer. And I reached out to someone, and I was looking for a company called TLC to become a part of that company again, because I used to be a part of that company before, to sell like an energy drink or coffee or something like that. Well, I came across this person who was a part of TLC, but TLC, their group was going through a reorganization, and they decided to go with a company called Vital Health. I looked at Vital Health and the products that it offered, and I was like, I really like these products. I really like what it stands for. Now, here's the thing: I was not interested in like becoming a coffee millionaire. That was not my plan. My plan was to find a product that I could promote on my podcast, Good Morning Gwinnett. But the more I looked at the company, the more I realized I like this company, and I want to be a part of this company, and I want to build something great with this company. So I looked at all of the products, and all of the products are good products, but I wanted one that I could be creative with. I wanted one that I felt like people really understood, and I didn't have to explain it so much, because I was like, I'm just burnt out with trying to explain everything to everybody. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind explaining, but in my day-to-day operations, which I am the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce and the president of my company, Noise Media Network, I explain a lot to a lot of people. And I wanted something that pretty much just explained itself, which is why I decided to go with coffee. But the more I looked into the company, and I was like, okay, I also know that I want to be able to get healthy. I know I want to be able to get my sexy back. And, I was like, okay, I want to be able to have a business that didn't require me to be there all the time, like my podcast did. So I was thinking about all of these things, and the coffee made so much more sense to me in the lifestyle that I wanted to use, right? And so then I shared the coffee with a friend, and I was telling her about the coffee. I was telling her about the company. I shared the company with her, and I was telling her about the company, and she loved it. And then my other friend, I shared it with her, and she loved it. Now, mind you, we are all women of a certain age. So we are in our 50s, and some of us are in our 60s. And we were like, okay, this is a great, it fits the lifestyle that we're trying to create. We don't have to do all of the things that we normally have done in our past as entrepreneurs, because now it's about meeting a lot of people, helping a lot of people, being able to have the freedom that you want, and having products that we could really believe in and promote. So we had a conversation, and the two of them decided to join me, and we joined Vital Health all at the same time, and now we're all a part of Vital Health. But I specifically wanted to focus on coffee, because I'm just burned out about trying to explain so much to everybody. I was like, I need something that's going to explain itself. So that's how I got to the point where I decided to do coffee. But Vital Health has a lot of amazing products. I even got my husband involved, so he's a part of the company, because we, when you get to that 50 plus mark, things start to break down and fall apart, and he has problems with his knees. And I was like, look, the products, people are having testimonials. They're crying on camera. I'm like, the products are great. And so he decided to join the company, and now he's one of my business partners as well. So I'm excited about the future. So I just wanted to share my backstory about how I got here. Now let me say this: if you are 50 plus, a Gen X or a boomer, you're looking for like some great opportunity that you can just get behind, have some fun, make some money, get healthy all at the same time, I invite you to join us, because that is exactly what this company offers. It is, the products are amazing, the opportunity is amazing, and Lord knows I was not trying to build a team of anybody. I wanted a product that I can get on my show and talk about every morning, because I talk about my local area on my show. I wanted something to run a commercial at the beginning of every episode of the show. I was not trying to build a team, but when I looked at the product, I was like, when I looked at the products, I was like, this is a great company. When I looked at the compensation plan, I was like, this is a great company. And so that's what made me decide to take the leap, and decide I want to become a part of the company. I want to share the opportunity with other people. But what made me decide I want to become a coffee millionaire is because I've been on my millionaire journey for 28 years. I have yet to reach $1 million, not because I didn't want to, not because, you know, I was lazy, because I work more than most folks. Like I'm just keeping it real. Like I have been working so hard for 28 years, but I've never reached $1 million status. And I know why. I know why I have not done that, because by the time people catch up, by the time I'm always the first out the gate to a lot of the things that have happened. Like when YouTube came out, it came out in 2005. I was on the platform in 2006. Every time I think about that, I cringe, because I should have been a YouTube millionaire by now. So I was on that platform in 2006. I had a show called Sister Inc. Podcasting came out around 2008, I think. I was on the podcast platform on Blog Talk Radio in 2009. So I've been podcasting since 2009. AI came out. I've been on AI ever since. The difference between now and then is that I use AI to do everything I do with this business, to create all of my websites, to create all my marketing, to create a lot of my content. So I'm not gonna be left out with AI. And the thing about AI, it's moving really fast. So now I'm looking at, okay, how can I take AI and incorporate it into this business? So if I'm kind of like I'm all scattered all over the place, that's because I'm a little bit scattered all over the place. But I wanted you to understand that, when I thought about doing this, it was definitely not because I was looking for a business opportunity. I was simply looking for a product to promote on my podcast. Now, why did I get excited about the coffees? Well, let me tell you why. One reason I got excited about the coffees was because one of the coffees is a fat burner. So it's called Thermal Cafe. It is a fat burner. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. A coffee that's a fat burner. So I looked at the ingredients. I asked my husband about the ingredients, because he works in pharmaceutical manufacturing. He gave me the green light on the company. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's look at that. Then there's a coffee called Love Cafe. Now, for real, this one right here, pretty much, it kind of, it makes me laugh every time I think about it, because it is a coffee that's supposed to boost your libido. And when you've been with someone for a very long time, that urge can become very, very, very low. So when I thought about that, not that that's funny, but I know that that can happen. And so I smile, because I think about couples who are going through it right now, and the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. That's a song, y'all. The thrill is gone. But they are saying that I haven't tried Love Cafe yet. They're saying Love Cafe will bring the thrill back. And then there is Neuro Cafe, which is a coffee that's helping you relax and get more sleep and rest and all that good stuff. So I'm looking at these like, these are really good coffees. Like, these are really good coffees. And so I was like, I can get behind that now. The way that my mind works, when I saw the coffees, I'm like, these are great coffees. All right. But then I saw all of the things that I could do to help me on this journey to becoming a coffee millionaire. So once I realized it, I was like, well, I wonder how many other people would like to become a coffee millionaire. Like, they like coffee, they may want to do the same thing. That's when I decided to launch the Facebook community for coffee millionaires, a YouTube channel, that because that's how my mind thinks. I launched all the platforms as a coffee millionaire, and I was like, I'm going to launch this. It's going to be a movement. It's going to help people create extra streams of income that's going to help them change the way they live and think about life. And I was excited about that because once again, I'm doing the things that I love. I love helping people. I love being able to have some fun. I love that the company is started by doctors. I love that you can get on the phone and talk to people. It's not just AI. Don't get me wrong. I like AI, but sometimes you want to talk to a person. It was just a lot I liked about the company. And so I was like, I like this company and I'm going to go all in on this company. So those are the coffees. So it's Thermal Cafe, it's Love Cafe, and it's Neuro Cafe. Those are the three coffees. Now I heard they were going to be releasing a new coffee, and I want to say it's a caramel latte kind of coffee, which is I don't know what the benefits of that one is going to be just yet, but I'm looking forward to finding out about that. Right now, we have three for sure, and those three are on my website. All right, so that's about the coffee. Now, let's get to what you really want to know. How do we become a coffee millionaire? Now, remind you, I am on this journey as well as you. I am not a coffee millionaire. I am on this journey to become a coffee millionaire. And I had to sit down and say, okay, what does that look like, Audrey, to become a coffee millionaire with this company? There are other companies out there that do coffee. There's ways for you to private label your coffee. And I've looked at private labeling my own coffee. I've looked at working with coffee houses who roast coffee to put out my own coffee. I looked at all of these things. And when I looked at all of those things, I realized I don't want to be bothered with packaging up coffee like that. That's not what I want to do. That's not the lifestyle that I'm trying to create at 58 years old. Not happening, right? So I thought about what is it going to take for me and you to become coffee millionaires. Now let's do the breakdown. Here's a breakdown. So in the company, when you get to a certain level in the company, which is very quick and easy to get to, I've been in the company 2 weeks. I'm already at the 30% um, commission already out the gate in the company, right? So 30% commission on the sales. I kept it very simple. I was like, okay, if I get a customer that spends $45 a month on their coffee, and I get 30%, I'm going to get 13.50%. So $13.50 per sale per month per person. Now, to get to that $1 million, I'm going to need 6,200 customers, 6,200 customers, right? To get to my $1 million. And I'm not trying to get to $1 million in the next month. I'm talking about over a 12-month period. My goal is to become a coffee millionaire and to help you become a coffee millionaire over the next 12-month period. So what that simply means is that we need 6,200 customers. Now, I looked at this from the perspective of me just doing this by myself with no team. Now, if I can get there a lot quicker with a team, but I was like, you know what? If nobody joins my team, how can I get to my $1 million by myself? Right. So, in order for me to do that, I need 6,200 customers. That 6,200 customers need to be spending at least $45 a month through my website. That's my coffee site. That's my vital health site. My vital health site not only does it have coffee, it has a lot of great supplements on that site. So when I said $45 a month, I was being very generous. Some people probably won't spend more than that. But if they're like me, I'm already up to like $120 because there are supplements for my knees. There's supplements for me to sleep at night. There's supplements for my skin. And I have all of them right here. So there are a lot of supplements. I'm up to $120 by myself. So I know that people may spend more than $45, but I know that you can't spend anything less than $45. So that's why I said $45. When you go to the website, if you go to VitalQuest.store, which is my website, VitalQuest.store, everything on the site starts around 50 something dollars, right? So I said $45 for easy numbers. 6,200 customers that spends at least $45 a month on my store. Out of that $45 a month, I receive 30-cent permission per sale. So if you do 30% times 45, that comes out to $13.50. So $13.50 per customer is what I make, right? Per customer. If you take that $13.50 and you multiply it by 6,200, it's going to give you $83,700 a month. I know that sounds crazy, right? Let me say that again. If you multiply the $13.50, which is the commission, times the number of customers, which is 6,200, it's going to give you $83,700 a month. Now I know somebody saying, Audrey, I've never made $83,000 in my life. Let me tell you something. When you have that kind of money in your hand, it's game changing. I've had it in my hand. It's a different kind of feeling. It's a different kind of feeling when you walk into the bank and the bank asks you, do you want to go sit in a room to count your money versus standing at the counter? They treat you different. My husband has witnessed it with me. It's different. It's different. Um, Now, when you do $83,700 times 12, that gives you $1,004,400. 400. Am I saying that right? $1,004,400. $1,004,400. That's what. So you make over $1,000,000 a year. So let me run through the numbers again because I want you to hear me clearly. For those of you who are not watching the video, hear me clearly. How are we going to become coffee millionaires? We are going to secure, we're going to help 6,200 people become our customers. We're going to do that by helping them. So somebody wants to burn fat, somebody wants to boost their libido, somebody needs energy. We got 3 coffees that answer all of those problems. All right. They're going to spend about $45 a month per person on your site. When you do that, and when you're at a certain level, and I want to say you have to be, I think there's some, you have to spend a little bit of money. I think about $250 to get you to that 30%. I still have to figure that part out. But when you get to the 30%, which I'm already there because I spent way over $250 because I bought a lot of stuff. That's why I don't know that number particularly. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm on this journey right alongside you. But I will have the answer by the next video because I spent so much money, I automatically just jumped up to the 30%. So 30%, with the 30%, if they spend $45, I'm gonna make $13.50 per sale. If I have 6,200 customers, time that $13.50, that's gonna give me $83,700 a month. If I take that $83,700 a month and multiply that times 12, which is the number of months, I'm going to get $1,004,400 a year. That's how we become coffee millionaires. Now, somebody said, Audrey, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do it either. But guess what? I'm sure I'm going to do everything in my ability to try to get there. Right. And I believe I can do it. I believe you can do it. I believe we can do it. Because when you look at the big scheme of things, 6,200 customers is not a lot of customers. And people that are fall in love with something, they fall in love with the brand. Listen, I don't like nothing but Kraft sliced cheese. I just don't. I don't like nothing but Miracle with mayonnaise. I just don't. I don't like nothing but Milo's tea. Will I drink some other tea? Because I don't have a choice yet. But if I have a choice, it's always Milo's. I Milo's has gone from $2.99. Now it's $4.99. And guess what happens? I go to the store, I pay $4.99. I like what I like, and most people do. They like what they like, and and when it comes to coffee, people are addicted to coffee. And if it's a coffee that's gonna make them feel good, and everybody's talking about how good they feel with this coffee, baby, we in a good place at a great time. So I believe that this is going to let us have the lifestyle that we want. I really do believe that. I think that where we are right now, it's a great opportunity. It's like the company is only 3 years old. They are located in Mexico. And they manufacture all of their own stuff. They don't have to send it somewhere, and which is nice. They're doctors. Their board of advisory is doctors. I feel very comfortable with that. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the possibilities, and I want you to get excited. I want you to say, you know what, this opportunity is for me. I want to be a coffee millionaire. And if you want to be a coffee millionaire, go to my website, coffeemillionaire.biz, coffeemillionaire.biz, coffeemillionaire.biz. Go to the website. It's going to be more information there about how to become involved. And listen, I got a free community. It's in the show notes. You can check that out as well. Free community right on Facebook. Join the community. Get inside. I'm gonna be going on there telling my story 3 days a week about what I'm doing and I got some great ideas, y'all. I'm not saying that because it's just me. It's just some of the things that I've thought about because I see this journey and I'm like, this is so doable in my mind. Like, this is so doable if I just focus. This is so doable if I stay the course. Not only is it doable for me, but it's doable for you. But you got to want it so bad. And I do. I'm 58 years old. and I want it just that bad. And this is the first time in a very, 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 very long time that I feel like that $1 million that I've been aspiring to is within my reach. And I get it. I was never a good digital entrepreneur. I tried all of that stuff, an author, all of these things. I've tried all of that. And for some reason, it just didn't click for me. And maybe it was my own belief in myself that made it not click. But here's the thing, I believe in this wholeheartedly. I believe that this can make us coffee millionaires. I do. And so I'm excited about that. I'm going to tell you all the things that I'm doing so you can go out and do the exact same thing. If you want to get on my team, hey, come on and get on the team. But these numbers right here are based on not having a team for real. Like that's not what this is based on, because I had to look at it from a perspective of, what if I don't grow a team? What if I don't want a team? What if I don't? What if I just wanted to sell the products because I really like the products and the company and all that stuff? What does that look like for me? And that's what it looked like. It looked like 30% commission. It looks like, average sell $45. The average sell is much higher because the coffee is about $52 and I think 50 cents. So I said $45, but I'm like $7 off. So when you think about that, it's like, man, that's great. And then now it's just a matter of trying to figure out, okay, what's the marketing platform? Where am I going to do all my marketing at? How am I going to get to this 6,200 customers that Audrey is talking about? And for you, it may be a different path, but I'll be talking about all the things I'm doing. And you just have to pick your path. I would say tap in so you're not left out. Tap in, feel my energy, because I don't mind sharing. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'll tell you what I'm doing. You can go out and do it yourself. You can join my team. You can be a part of what we're doing over here. We are a small team right now. Some of us want to grow. Some of us don't want to build a team. I just want to sell the product. And here's a great thing about it. You don't have to package nothing. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to do any of that stuff. All you got to do is promote your website. That's it. Promote the website that the company gives you. It's $29 a year. That's all you got to do. Your that's right. $29 a year for your website. That's it. $29.90. $29.90 for a website that people can go to and buy stuff, and the company is going to ship it to them and send you your money. Listen, can't get no better than that. And it's a nice website with great products. So check me out, coffeemillionaire.biz. I will be back. What's today? Sunday. I'll be back on Tuesday with another video so I can tell you what I'm doing. Follow along, join me. Be sure to share, join the Facebook community, share with me. The Facebook community is at Future Coffee Millionaire. It's facebook.com at Future Coffee Millionaire, facebook.com at Future Coffee Millionaire. Join the group. It's free. It's open to everybody. All I ask is that you be respectful to folks and don't be trying to just be in there dropping all kinds of trash because you're going to get kicked out. But I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to you and I taking this journey together to become coffee millionaires. I'm excited about it. I hope you get excited too. And I hope you can feel my energy. And I hope you can feel my passion. I hope you can feel like see something for yourself with this opportunity. Amazing opportunity. I could have done like the presentation. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to talk about what does it take to get to this coffee millionaire status. And first, you got to have a great coffee. And then you got to have a great attitude. And then you got to have a great plan. And here, I'm going to bring all of that I'm going to be doing for myself. And I'm going to share with you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee Millionaire. And I will be back again on Tuesday. Same place, same time. So until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for sipping with me on Coffee Millionaires. If today sparked an idea or a new stream of income, hit follow, subscribe, rate the show, and share it with a friend who loves coffee and bigger dreams. Want to join my journey and become a coffee millionaire too? Check the show notes for how to get started and plug into the community. I'm Audrey Bell Kearney. See you Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Until then, keep your grind consistent and your cup overflowing.